Hey everybody, it's me, JTJ. And today, yes, by the way, before I get too deep into the video, yes, what it says in the thumbnail is true. I'm calling my review the Plankton movie review because this movie has a few blanks that were definitely filled in this movie. First off, I'm not even sure if this was originally supposed to be a movie or a video game because the second the movie starts, you see that animation of the extra fish, not the main character fish, but the fish you see in the background of this film. And they all just look like something you would see in a video game. And after remembering playing the original SpongeBob, the video game, the one with the robots, you know which one I'm talking about. Not the sequel, the spiritual sequel one, but the one before that with the tikis and Anyway, so yeah, I feel this was originally supposed to be a video game, and there's clearly some signs. And what I think happened was they just kind of cut out the video game parts and added the before the boss fights and before the next level stuff or whatever, and decided to make it in a movie. And partially what I think happened is Nickelodeon made some kind of contract with Netflix for SpongeBob movies, and they decided to cancel making this SpongeBob video game and make a Plankton the movie because they wanted to. I feel they only want to use the side characters or whatever for these movies, and so they took whatever they could have used for a Plankton movie and made it into a Plankton movie. Just like with the Sandy Clapped My Cheeks movie, they just used AI to make it real fast, clearly, because there were some scenes in there that just seemed rushed, if you know what I mean. We all know what I mean. And also, the start of this film, it was just, yeah. I mean, if you want to see a start of a film that's really good, here's a clip.
Hey, bitches! This is my movie now! Bitch! You look nothing like your profile!
Crystal Boom Guy, I have just destroyed your planet and your home and everything.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to figure out what the hell just happened to my planet.
Crystal Boom Guy, my plan is to leave you destroyed like your father did to me.
You suck! Now where am I gonna go when I'm bored?
Wait, I just said, never mind. I will leave you to be the last of your kind, like your father did with me. Goodbye.
Well, fuck. Now my planet's destroyed. Jareth,
Yes?
I need you to find me a new planet to live on. Preferably one with a high level of sexy men and other stuff to distract me with.
Yeah, that's a part of my past I try not to revisit, but it's for you filmmakers in college who are watching this video, it's a perfect example of how you would start a better film. Not that that film was any good, but yeah. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I did actually like it better than the Sandy Clap My Cheeks movie. There was a song and two song numbers in there. One was okay, not bad, not the best. I mean, they could have done without the part with Karen in the song number, but okay. And then there was another song number that was not bad. Not long, not too long, you know. I actually liked it, weirdly enough. That was probably one of the few things about this movie I actually liked. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it better than Sponge on the Run, which actually started off having potential to be good, and then it just, took a wrong turn and turned into a bad film that was just basically an advertisement for Camp Coral near the end. But this movie, yeah. What can I say? I really do think it was originally supposed to be a video game. Like, I just got that feeling. And I'm not gonna lie, this movie actually got me hyped and looking forward to the Flying Dutchman movie, because I know that's probably gonna be a lot better since I hear it's gonna be in theaters. Unlike this train wreck. And the fact that they barely used Patrick in this movie, which I'm just gonna tell you is, okay, I'm fine with it. But when he shows up literally at the end of the film, it's just kind of random. It's like, why? Just why? I mean, it was kind of funny how they presented him like he's just been dropping drops of ketchup because he's been trying to put ketchup on a fry because he's hanging upside down. But let's be honest, this movie was just not the best. Not the worst, weirdly enough, but not the best. And then they try to... Oh, and according to this movie, one interesting fact, I don't mean to spoil anything, but one interesting fact, apparently the episode Friend or Foe is not at all canon. Yeah. No. Friend or Foe, not at all canon according to this movie. Go figure. And to be honest, I feel they could have had a better movie if they made it, instead of about the way they did do it, they showed flashbacks. I feel a better movie would have been is if they started it from the beginning, showing Plankton's origins of maybe how he first created Karen, yes, and how he was in college with Karen, and what led him to want to steal the Krabby Patty formula. They could have taken it in that direction instead of the one they did instead. But, there's a reason I didn't write this, I guess. So, go figure. I could have probably made a better one. But, no idea. Couldn't tell you. But, the rating I will give... Oh, before I get into the rating, let me say one more thing. This is a spoiler, by the way, but odds are most of you probably don't want to see this film. A certain friend of mine doesn't want to see this film, and I don't blame him. I mean, we all saw the trailer. But interestingly enough, there's parts of the movie where apparently Karen is friends with Pearl, Sandy, and Mrs. Puff. Now, I could see Karen being friends with Sandy and Mrs. Puff. I could see that. But why Pearl? Isn't she like a teenager? Isn't that kind of a little weird? I mean, I could just see them being the three of them, you know? I mean, in fact, they could have just been the ones trying to take over the world in this movie. Like, Karen takes over their minds, makes them evil, Mrs. Puff and Sandy. And instead we get apparently these versions of Karen where it's the smart Karen. I can't remember what the yellow Karen was supposed to be. Her confidence, maybe? And we get the red Karen, which is evil Karen, which is stupid. All she wanted to do was blast people with lasers, but go figure. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This movie was actually a lot better than the Sandy Clapped My Cheeks movie. And for my rating for this movie, I'm going to give it a 4.3. So, did I have a good time with this one? I didn't have a bad time. I wouldn't say I had a good time. But, you know, if you have a kid and he wants you to watch it with him, you won't be too disappointed, you know? I mean, hey, any opportunity to bond with your kid, am I right? But that's just me. And until next time, stay tight.